Okay, it has started. Thank you. Then about the bodily activities, meditation on bodily activities, walking has become very popular because it's very simple and very practical uh, meditation. And it can be done on the go. You can practice meditation while you are walking. So it nicely blends with the activity of our life. Therefore, it has become a very popular technique. And also it has become very popular technique to avoid what we call mental dullness. In theory, it's known as sloth and torpor. Means you feel dull mentally, so that your thought process will be slowing down. And sometimes you feel sleepy. Sometimes you don't feel like thinking happily. So that's called mental dullness. When that occurs, to overcome that, this meditation is a very handy tool that you can use. Some people notice that if the other meditations like breathing, for example, is not done properly until you practice properly, uh, those meditations can also call mental dullness if done in an improper manner. So in that case, you can change the meditation to walking meditation for a short time, and then that sloth and torpor will vanish, and you can restart the breathing meditation again. So likewise, walking meditation has become very useful to overcome mental dullness as well. And we generate full awareness, of the phenomena. Phenomena means whatever the things, physical or mental happening, while walking at the present moment. So generate the awareness first. And here, remember, we do not set any goals of arriving at a particular destination within a specific time. In normal walking in life, you will set these goals. I'm going to arrive at this point at this moment of time, and that's why I'm walking. So here, when we practice the meditation initially, we don't set any such goals. We leave all goals away. We don't want to arrive in any place within a specified time, and this relaxes your mind. This will relax your mind. Here, the whole purpose is to not to arrive, but the purpose is walking to do mindfulness contemplation. The purpose of walking now is to do the mindfulness contemplation. Have an objective like this at the start. Since we can't do it together, I'm giving the instructions about the walking meditation here in the distance mode, and I suggest that you will practice this during the week, and questions we can discuss next time. So consider this as an introduction or set of guidelines for you to do the meditation later. And in the meditation, we will do relaxed and slow walking normally. Until you have good practice, don't speed up. Because normally when you walk, you walk with a heavy purpose in the mind. Therefore, your steps are actually weighed down with other thoughts like worry, stress, fear, anxiousness, and various goals to achieve. That kind of thoughts will be running through your mind during the walking, but not now. When you do walking meditation, practice it in such a way that you don't set goals. you allow the walking to happen in a very relaxed and fairly slow manner. So these are the guidelines to remember. Don't have much targets set during meditation. Then a few points about how you do this meditation. Few points about how you do the meditation. First, when you go to that place where you can walk as a small distance, supposing the distance is short, still you can reach the end and turn back and continue like that. Or you can walk in a circle, small circle. So find a suitable place where you can do this. Barefoot is recommended rather than having shoes. If you walk barefoot, it's good for the health and good for the meditation as well. First, stand still. Take the standing posture and be mindful that your body has taken this standing posture now. Just mention to yourself, right now I am standing. Right now I am standing. I am standing here. So bring the focus to the body. Bring the attention to the body. Then allow yourself to relax. Allow the breathing also to relax by letting go of all the worries and other targets in your mind. So just become aware of the head, the neck, shoulders, main body, hands, legs, like what we did. While you take time to increase the awareness, you will find your body will relax. Breathing will also come to a very smooth, relaxed pattern. This won't take much time, maybe a few minutes. This is just things we do before starting. Then take the awareness to the selected area of mindfulness. Remember during breathing meditation, we focus to a selected area called area of mindfulness. Similar to that, in this meditation also, there is an area of mindfulness. That is the area where we maintain full awareness. And that should be somewhere around your feet. Obviously the legs and the bottom part of the legs, not exactly the foot, but not exactly the bottom of the foot, but it could be the lower half of the legs and the area where the next foot step will be taken. That is known as the area of mindfulness. That's where we direct our awareness for this meditation. Then next step is you let the mind to feel that area, including the feet, including the bottom of the feet as well. You will get the sensations from those areas. And of course, you will feel the body weight as well, weight of the body as well. So let this happen. Let the mind feel the feet. Still, you have not started walking. This is just preliminary things to do. Get those sensations from the feet, and until you really start feeling the weight of the body. Usually the mind has forgotten, or mind will not be thinking about weight of the body. Mind will consider the body weight as very light, but not at this moment of time. Now, right now, you will really notice that your body weighs so much, and the weight can be felt at the foot. So let that step, this step happen. Read these instructions before you start walking meditation at home. Then remember a few things that we discussed last time. You have to add that also to the meditation. That is, we have to capture the present moment physical activity happening in that area of mindfulness at the floor where you have kept your feet. Then we have to be neutral and unbiased. We don't start liking what is happening there, or don't dislike what is happening there at the foot. Then first internal, that means first about your own walking, but later we think of the walking happening elsewhere by others. But initially, don't worry about this step too much, but it will be added later to the meditation. And then we add the contemplation that we observe how did it arise and how did it pass away for every footstep. For every footstep, that contemplation of how did this action arise, how will this action stop or pass away. That contemplation will be added later. Okay, then there are multiple steps in developing this meditation. Let me highlight the very basic step. If you are a very beginner, a novice to this meditation, I recommend that initially you will become aware that which foot is moving forward. Now you can start walking with full awareness of that leg which is moving. So get the attention to the moving leg or moving foot, and then just become aware that, okay, it is this particular leg moving right now. When you finish that step, the other leg is moving. Then become aware, okay, it is this second leg moving now. It's like, remember, if you remember during the breathing meditation, remember we had the area of mindfulness first, and then the breathing inwards, and then breathing outwards. Then again breathing inwards and again breathing outwards. That's how we focused our attention. Here, very similar. We have an area of mindfulness on the floor in the legs area. Then instead of breathing upwards, we are now becoming aware that the left foot is moving. Instead of breathing outwards, we become aware the right foot is moving. Again, left foot is moving. Again, right foot is moving. So you can see the similarity between the two meditations. Compare this to the breathing meditation, but don't mix that breathing meditation with this. But I'm trying to show you that the pattern is fairly similar. So your attention will be one at a time to those three. What are the three? Which foot is moving now? Left foot is moving. Then once it is finished, take the attention to the area of mindfulness on the ground. Then the right foot is moving. Once that step is over, again become mindful of that area of mindfulness on the ground. Then again left foot will be moving. Likewise, this left-right awareness will be enough to start with. So for a beginner, you will be walking with the awareness of only these three things at a time, one at a time. What are the three things? Left foot moving, area of mindfulness. Third step is right foot moving. Left foot moving, area of mindfulness, then right foot moving. Likewise, those are the three. Maintain the awareness on them one at a time, and then walking can continue. But it is only the first step, because once the more close observations, more intense mindfulness happen. This may happen after you walk for 5 minutes or 10 minutes with the left right combination. When the intense mindfulness is noticed, then you can go for more details. What are the details? What details are we talking about? We'll discuss that now. Now we can divide the left foot movement into two: lifting of the foot and placing of the foot. Then become aware that lifting happens. Then moving happens here above the ground. Then placing happens here. So when the left foot has started moving forward, you become aware, okay, it is lifted now. It is moving now. And I am placing it now. And you are placing to the area of mindfulness. And then the right foot. Okay, it is lifting now. It is moving now. And it is being placed now to the area of mindfulness. Again, left foot, lifting, moving, placing. So here we divide each step into three sub-stages. Because the mindfulness level has increased, even these sub-stages of a step could be observed now with full awareness. But this you will be doing after you have continued left, right for a small amount of time, so that the mind has become fairly familiar with that pattern. Once each step is familiar to the mind, then you can start thinking of, okay, it's the foot being lifted. Now the foot is moving. Now the foot is being placed. Now the other foot lifting, then moving, then being placed now. So likewise, continue to move, continue to walk, and you will notice the mindfulness increase further now. Okay, so that will be enough for a beginner. But for completeness, I will mention here that once you have practiced it to a sufficient level, you can even further subdivide the activity happening within one step. Look at the third figure here. You will notice 4 steps. One footstep, you subdivide it into 4 small steps. 4 small steps where the heel up, you notice the heel will be up first, and the foot being fully lifted, foot being moving, then foot is being placed. So instead of 3, now the awareness can be even stronger, so that you can identify the 4 steps, 4 sub-steps of every step you are taking in the walking. Then, after some time means maybe a few months of practice, you will become able to even maintain your awareness in 5 steps, like heel up, then lifting, then moving, then lowering, and placing. So you can notice that this activity is continuously being monitored now, more continuously being monitored by the mind. So the mind will get a running commentary of what's happening down there. And finally, a very mastered meditation practitioner would be doing the walking in such a way that it will be continuous monitoring. It's actually 7-step monitoring: heel up, lifting, moving, lowering, touching, and the weight coming to the feet here. Pressing means the weight being felt. So that is finally breaking to 6-7 steps during each footstep. Okay, but don't try to do everything until you have sufficient practice. So what I would recommend you to start here, and then maybe within a week or two, once you practice daily, you can reach this stage. From there onwards, reaching the other stages can be done according to your own timing and your own practice, how it develops. Okay, so that's how you do it. But practical questions like, what would I do when I reach the end of my track? That will come to your mind. This is what you do. Supposing you have a walking track of, say, 5 feet, 10 feet, or maybe even longer. Then when you come to the end of it, you start turning back, but very consciously. So you take the consciousness to the body again, while being aware that you are turning now, while being aware that you are turning back, monitoring the turning back process of the body, while maintaining the awareness on that, you slowly turn back. Keep the 2 feet together again and relax a little bit and restart the walking back. And you can do the same when you reach the other end. So likewise, you can walk back and forth in a particular track. Or if you like, you can walk in a circle. If you don't like to turn like that because it breaks your rhythm, what you can do is you can take a circle and walk in a circle in such a way that you don't need to stop or turn. So those are the things that you will have to arrange in doing this meditation. But this is a highly recommended meditation for anyone. Okay, but what about the contemplation? Is it only that? No. Once you slowly master this meditation, this contemplation part will actually play a major role later. And what is that? Increased awareness by close examination of arising and passing away of the chosen phenomena. What is the chosen phenomena here? What is the chosen phenomena? Chosen phenomena is the foot moving, basically a footstep in walking. How does that arise? How will it finish or pass away? So you notice that this is a kind of a rhythm or a pattern of the foot being lifted and foot being placed again, being lifted and placed again. So that is arising and passing away of every footstep. And that happens to your body while you are walking, and that happens to other people's bodies when they are walking. So both internally and externally, this is a phenomena. Again, this problem of poor connectivity occurred. Sorry about that. Another issue today. I can see large number of participants also today because both batches have joined, about 65. Let me share the screen again. Okay, contemplation part I was talking about. Arising and passing away, you can monitor. Arising and passing away, you can monitor with the mindfulness, with the bare mindfulness also. But once that has gone to a intense level, a developed level, then within the meditation itself, you can contemplate of the causes. This time not about the body posture, this time about that step. That step, how did that step arise? Why? What reasons? What caused it? So think about it now. So when you are lifting the foot to take the next step in walking, why? What causes that? Okay, you can see the cause is actually your decision to lift that foot. So that decision is a mental volition. Remember, we define volition as purposive striving, purposely doing something. So it was that purpose, that decision that you took in the mind, which is called the volition for the walking, that lifted the foot. So something happening in the mind for that mental volition to drive the foot forward has initiated this footstep. And when that decision has been carried out, this footstep is over. So likewise, you can see it was a decision in the mind that initiated this footstep. And it is the completion of that decision that finished this footstep. So likewise, you can identify the reason behind. The cause is actually the mental decision, which is called mental volition. So you can notice the mental volitions happening in the mind is what makes this happen. That is the purpose of focusing on arising and passing away. So slowly, as you develop your meditation, you will be uncovering these hidden cause-effect relationships of every footstep of your walk. Okay, that's all we will discuss about the walking meditation today. And what I would suggest is during the next week, practice this. Again, listen to these guidelines and practice it. And if you have any questions, write on the Padlet through the link. I will be answering during next session. So throughout the week, the Padlet will be open for you to write any of your experiences. And since we postponed our first quiz to the next week, we will be having the quiz next time. By that time, I think, I hope the mechanical department students will also be having their model course ready. Then only we can implement the quiz. So for the quiz, please study the first 3 lectures that we have done, which is something like we discussed about the mental images. And we discussed what are the constituent parts of a mental image. Mental image or a mental formation is a combination of color perception, so combination of sound perceptions, combination of taste perception, and combining touching perceptions, and also combining mental feelings, embedding those activities, everything together. When you make a mix in your mind, it is known as a mental formation. So study those things for the quiz, the theory part. for the quiz. Okay, so it's time for us to stop. Thank you very much. Take care. We will stop here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.